Damon, NBC Tonight.
Our biggest fires come from fireworks.
Let's go.
You never know how dangerous it is.
We got to make sure everybody's out.
Everybody back up.
Society said I would never amount to anything. But when you choose to climb that huge mountain, overcome the obstacles put in your way, you will reach the top. And I made it here to America's Got Talent to show the world.
Check your cameras. Trust only the best. Protect your family, home, or business with 24/7 armed response.
Perimeter secure.
Remember, Amera guards it.
Lithia Subaru of Fresno proudly supports tonight's first segment of local news that matters. Lithia Subaru of Fresno. Subaru. Confidence in motion. KC24 News begins with your forecast first from your local weather authority.
I'm Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox, and yeah, temperatures are relatively warm out there still. We're at 82 in Fresno, 75 in Madera, 81 also in Visalia. Our skies are clear. Looking at our live radar, also looking at our Valley Cam at Kauai Health in Visalia, you can see that the skies remain very clear outside, and temperatures are going to still be pretty hot for us. Lower triple digits right on in through the weekend. 90s do return early next week, and then we start a steady cool down for the remainder of next week. I'll have your complete forecast coming up. KC24 News at 11 starts right now.
Local news that matters. This is KC24 News at 11.
I was very concerned about what was going on in there with rumors, and most of that was pretty much true.
The aftermath of the medical house of horrors right in the middle of the city of Reedley. Tonight, community members reacting after all those rumors turned out to be true. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexander Balakian. Developing tonight, residents in Reedley now speaking out after investigators uncovered an illegal medical lab operating in an abandoned warehouse right in the middle of town. The Fresno County Department of Public Health filing an abatement order against the business after lab mice and biohazard waste was found improperly stored inside that lab. Juanita Adame tonight speaking to residents with more on the story.
One resident told us he heard rumors as far back as March and April, and he heard talk about the building, but neither he nor any of the people that he talked to thought any of it was true. Danny Jimenez has lived in Reedley for 60 years.
It was actually one of my second jobs I ever had here.
When he was young, Jimenez actually worked inside the now infamous warehouse located at 850 I Street.
I worked here years ago. It was a stone fruit manufacturing plant.
The warehouse has been the topic of conversation since the news came out that it was operating as an unauthorized medical lab. Home to nearly 1,000 lab mice and thousands of vials, many of which contain biohazard materials like blood and other substances.
I always drove by and looked into the docks right there, and there was times where there was vehicles in there was trucks in there was dump trucks in there and things like that.
Jimenez said he'd often heard rumors about it, but never believed them.
And then they put a green fence in front. I go, well, that's kind of strange. It's always been open. And they put a green fence there in front. And I thought that one when I said, okay, there's something going on.
Once he found out, though, he said he, along with many other people in town, was shocked.
All the rumors that I heard all these testing going on and things like that, and I was thinking, I didn't know what it was, but it did concern me. But when the word finally came out that it was, that what the steps that measures that they took, I felt a lot better. But yeah, I was very concerned about what was going on in there with rumors, and most of that was pretty much true.
Well, we are working to find out what the city plans to do with the building once it's completely empty. The lab operating out of the building was called Prestige Biotech. They were based out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Officials said they were not forthcoming with information about the biohazards that were inside. In the studio, Juanita Adame, KC24, local news that matters.
Also tonight, a statewide search for 2 MS-13 gang members who are linked to several murders in Mendota. It's all part of a 6-year gang crackdown that has led to 10 indictments for 6 killings. 8 of the suspects now in custody. The murder spans from early 2016 to late 2017. Along with the murder charges, they all face charges of assault, racketeering, kidnapping, and drug trafficking. Still on the loose is Jose Otero and Jose Garcia, considered extremely dangerous.
These homicides, they were very gruesome in nature, many times with the use of a machete. They prey upon those in the communities for whatever means possible.
There has been 14 MS-13 gang-related murders in Mendota since 2015. If you have any information on their whereabouts, call Crime Stoppers at 498-STOP. Well, new tonight, the 43-day search for the body of a kayaker who drowned on the Kern River in Tulare County is over. The Tulare Sheriff's dive team making several attempts to recover the body after it became entangled in a tree in Ant Canyon. But the water in the river was flowing too fast. They continue to monitor the river conditions until they were able to recover the body today. The kayaker has yet to be identified. Also new tonight, the manhunt for a murder suspect in the South Valley comes to an end. The Tulare County Sheriff's Office is 23-year-old Ismar Abriz of Ivanhoe shot and killed 34-year-old Antonio Tapia Jr. on Monday in Ivanhoe. Abriz was booked into the Tulare County pretrial facility and charged with homicide. A pot bust in Merced County may have shut down a more sinister operation. The shocking discovery of dozens of migrants as young as 16 now suspected of being the target of a massive human trafficking ring.
There was no place to sleep. There was, like I say, 60 people. Some of them were sleeping in their cars. Some of them were sleeping in enclosed trailers like a U-Haul trailer. Some of them were on a blanket on the ground in the weeds. They had 2 portable restrooms, little outhouses.
Merced County Sheriff Vern Warnke telling us investigators believe all of the people found here, both men and women, are migrants, aging from 16 all the way to their 60s. They were dropped off in the 900 block of Vassar Avenue only days ago. They were then forced to process and package illegal marijuana after they were guaranteed a good-paying job and a better life.
A lot of them came over with promises to pay back the folks that were illegally transporting them, and some of them actually paid tens of thousands of dollars to get here.
The sheriff says none of the 60 people were taken into custody, believing they are all victims in this case. Child Protective Services also called in for the lone 16-year-old who was then returned to their parent. As for the adults, each of them denied protection services.
I think out of fear, because, you know, in that line of work, with the call them coyotes, or with cartels, because there's got to be some organized crime behind this, you know, with them promising to pay, now they can't.
Several hundred pounds of illegal marijuana were confiscated. And also tonight, the Merced County Sheriff's Department still searching for those responsible for transporting and trafficking the migrants. A massive apartment fire in Fresno, leaving more than 24 residents without a home. That fire broke out around 1:30 this afternoon near College and Fedora Avenues. Firefighters were actually responding to another call when they spotted smoke coming from the building. Everyone was able to get out safely.
We've got a whole crop of new firefighters that are out on the streets thanks to the city's investment in the fire department. And so we've got a lot of staff here on scene that are rotating through, make sure that nobody gets overcome with heat exhaustion.
3 units were heavily damaged in this fire, displacing 25 residents. Others had smoke damage, and the cause of the fire remains under investigation. In Community Matters tonight, huddling up with Team Maddox, a 5-year-old Sanger boy battling a rare form of cancer. But tonight, new hope and inspiration after he received a pep talk from his newest and biggest fan, former Bulldog great and Saints quarterback Derek Carr. Our Catherine Phillips with the heartwarming story.
Maddox's mom says he had surgery last night at UCSF, and when he got out of the surgery, Derek Carr had a special message waiting for her son.
Keep fighting, keep going. You have people in your corner.
Just over a week ago, 5-year-old Maddox Anderson went to Valley Children's for what his parents thought was a broken hip. While he was there, doctors learned it was much more serious. And ultimately, he was diagnosed with neuroblastoma, a form of cancer that forms in young children. Before they knew it, they were transferred up to San Francisco to UCSF, where he was last night to view this message from his favorite football player.
Maddox, what's up? I am just...
His mom, Paige Holt, says she knew his dad was trying to find a way to connect with Carr, but she wasn't sure if it was possible.
We received that video last night, and it definitely took us by surprise.
She says Maddox has always liked playing sports, including football, and when he watched the message, Maddox recognized him right away.
This community has really come together, and we are very blessed and thankful to have not only everybody, but I mean, of all people, his favorite football player, support him. It's very overwhelming, and it's very, warming, and it's just really cool to see everybody come together for, our boy.
Holt says they watched the video right after Maddox got out of a 5-hour surgery, and he now has a port in his chest while he'll soon start to receive chemotherapy. She says on Friday, they'll find out exactly where the cancer is in his body. And even though Carr is with the Saints now and is no longer a Raider, she says Maddox and their whole family will forever be fans of Derek Carr.
He is a big man of faith, and so it's really cool, that he is also in our corner.
If you'd like to help Maddox and his family, we have a story on our website right now, yourcentralvalley.com, with more ways for how you can donate and support Maddox. Reporting in the studio, Catherine Phillips, Ksee 24, local news that matters.
We are all rooting for Maddox. We hope he pulls through and gets through this. Still here at 11, Hollywood's elite continue to strike in solidarity with TV writers.
We're not asking for an arm and a leg here. We're asking for a living wage. We're asking for health insurance. We're asking for the ability to send our kids to college.
What Governor Newsom had to say as that strike hit the steps of the state capitol.
Well, your weather headlines for tonight. We're going to be hovering right around 100 degrees for the next several days. We will return to the 90s. Later on into next week, there will be some increasing clouds. And then next week, a general cooling trend. Your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy will stay medium through Monday. Juniper and grass, the predominant pollens. And I'll have your complete forecast as Ksee 24 News continues.
This is Ksee 24 News at 11 with Alexon Balakian and the certified most accurate forecast with AMS certified chief meteorologist AJ Fox. Your local weather authority. Ksee 24, local news that matters. Rain or shine, cold or hot, Ksee 24 is your local weather authority. The weather team you can trust. Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox on Ksee 24 News at 5, 6, and 11. And forecaster Ruben Contreras on Ksee Sunrise and Midday. Track the weather with accurate updates from the time you wake up to the end of the day. Ksee 24, your local weather authority.
If you're driven by an adventurous heart, you're in luck. The thoughtfully redesigned 2023 Subaru Outback shares your spirit. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, plus up to 32 miles per gallon. A 260 horsepower turbocharged engine, advanced technology, and an extra-large touchscreen. The 2023 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you.
Get to Subaru of Fresno, where every new Subaru comes with complimentary maintenance included.
Tonight, Jimmy has Matt Damon with basketball, beer pong.
Yeah, what's it?
Plus Sesame Strong, a performance from Reba, and audience trivia nights. The Tonight Show, starring Jimmy Fallon.
Serena, call my insurance company.
Contact Jacoby and Myers. The call is easy, the consultation is free, and they don't take any money unless they win your case.
Call Jacoby and Myers.
Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice.
Loud garage doors sound like bump, 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 bump. Usually customers don't know that their garage doors are loud until we get there and we fix it, and then they're like, wow, this is so much quieter than it used to be. Precision is here to help.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Ksee 24 News is brought to you in part by HR Mobile Services. Now, AMS certified Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox with your local weather authority forecast.
Well, I'll be honest with you, it was supposed to be a little bit cooler today than yesterday, and in fact, it wasn't. It was the exact same temperature as today, 103. Morning low was a little bit cooler at 71. And we're looking at our temperatures now, 70s and lower 80s. 82 in Fresno, 83 in Hanford, 81 in Visalia. Madera's at 75. Now, a good portion of the valley is significantly cooler than yesterday by quite a bit. Look at that, 5 degrees in Fresno, 2 in Hanford, 4 degrees in Madera, another 5 degrees for Merced. Breezes coming out of the northwest up to around 15 miles per hour. We got that stronger breeze in Hanford, less than 10, though, in Visalia and also Porterville. The live radar shows our skies to be quite clear, and so does our Valley Cam powered by Eagle Mountain Casino. This is a live view from the north side of Fresno. Sun made at Palm and Herndon. You can see that the skies are clear and the traffic is running smoothly right now, too. Our satellite picture does show we had a little bit of thin cloudiness trying to come in from the south. And remember, when it comes in from the south, it's going to be warmer, generally going to be more humid, just on average. And so we've got, according to Futurecast, still a little bit of that flow coming in from the south, and that will deliver the valley a little bit of cloudiness. Mostly sunny is what I'm going to be calling it, but you can see that there's that flow coming in from the south. So warmer, more humid, and we're not going to see an incredible cool down, but we should be just a little bit cooler tomorrow afternoon. 66 tonight in Tulare, 64 in Selma, 60 in San Joaquin, 62 in Madera, 61 in Firebaugh, Dos Palos, Merced, and Los Banos, with a high temperature expected to be at 98 in Merced, 99 in Dos Palos, and Chonchilla, triple digits. Here we go again. 100 in Madera, 102 in 5 Points, Huron, Lemoore, 103 again for Hanford, 101 in Visalia, Tulare, 102 in Porterville, a couple of 90s for Pixley, and also for Delano, coming in just under that 100-degree mark. Air quality is going to be in the moderate to unhealthy for sensitive groups range, and your solar forecast brought to you by Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating. Those numbers remain on the high side right on in through the entire weekend. A little more sunshine goes a long way. So clear tonight. 70 will be the overnight low. That's 1 degree cooler than our morning low this morning. 1 degree. Tomorrow, an afternoon high of 100. It is still triple digits, but a little bit of thin afternoon cloudiness, and the breezes up to 15 miles per hour should help us cool just that much. Then we're back to 101 for Saturday and for Sunday. On Monday, the 90s return, but we'll have an increase in clouds at that day. Finally, an average temperature on Tuesday. 98 is average. Wednesday and Thursday, the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, by the way, is August 1, 2, and 3. Temperatures are going to be dropping a little bit more. You'll notice the dropping to 95 on Wednesday, dropping to 93 then on Thursday. Morning low temperatures are going to be a lot more comfortable too, in the mid, upper, and then mid 60s, and that's for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday morning. Your regional forecasts are available on our website at yourcentralvalley.com, so please go check it out there. But the heat is coming to an end. It hasn't been extreme heat the last couple of days, but still triple digits. And still triple digits. And but it'll be coming down next week.
You were in Hanford for the farmers market over there? I was,
yeah.
We're all wondering if you brought us back a little cotton candy.
I gave that cotton candy away, and then I ate part of it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Was it good, though?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I hadn't had cotton candy in quite some time.
Watermelon was the flavor.
It was a good flavor.
All right. Coming up next in sports, we predicted the crowd at Chukchansi Park would go, well, bananas tonight. And it did for Andrew Martin. I mean, the Savannah Bananas. Andrew, take it away.
You know, Alexon, I'm a tall guy. I was the guy on stilts in the game tonight. An amazing atmosphere of antics at the park tonight. A sellout crowd to watch some banana ball. We'll take you out there next in Sports Central.
Where do you go to get your Bulldog fix? KC24's Bulldog Insider. On the air since 2007, our team goes beyond the box score. Analysis, feature stories, in-depth conversations. Bulldog Insider, Sunday at 6, sponsored by Fashion Furniture.
Tomorrow morning on News Nation, these common household products could have you shelling out hundreds in fines. Adrienne and Markey break down why people have started stocking up. Only on Morning in America. Tune in starting at 6 Eastern, only on News Nation. Monday, in a live News Nation town hall event.
911, where's your emergency?
Oh my God, there's an active shooter there. Chris Cuomo takes an in-depth look at crime all across America in front of a live studio audience. A special edition of Cuomo, Monday, only on News Nation.
Emergency room overcrowding is more than inconvenient. It's a medical crisis. Skip hours of wait time and delayed treatment. Premium Urgent Care provides general health services and immediate care at multiple Valley locations. With on-site lab tests and x-rays, you won't have to wait for testing or treatment. To further reduce wait time, use the convenient online check-in. Sprains or sore throats, cuts or coughs. Premium Urgent Care takes care of it all and accepts a number of health insurance providers. Get affordable, quality care at Premium Urgent Care.
You're watching KC24, local news that matters.
Grab the keys to a new Toyota. Let's go! Have a blast on the road this summer with the largest selection of hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and electrified vehicles to choose from. Your fuel-efficient adventure starts here. Right now, lease the fully electric BZ4X for just $429 a month after an amazing $7,500 TFS lease cash is applied.
Grab the keys, let's go.
Toyota, let's go places.
Now, Sports Central, presented by Toyota.
Brock Jones hit his 9th home run of the season on Thursday for the Bowling Green Hot Rods. That's the High A affiliate of the Tampa Bay Rays. Jones, an ex-Buchanan High standout, he's on a 4-game hitting streak. The Savannah Bananas, they started as an exhibition team in 2016. They're now baseball's version of the Harlem Globetrotters. On Thursday, the Savannah Bananas World Tour stopped in Fresno, and Sports Central's Angelique Martinez stopped by to find out why people are going bananas for Banana Ball.
Chuck Chansey Park had a sold-out crowd on Thursday night as the Savannah Bananas came to town for the very first time to take on the Party Animals. Let's take a look at some of the sights and sounds from around downtown Fresno on Thursday.
Taking the fan experience to an entirely new level and letting them in on the game that, you know, in the big leagues and at other levels of professional baseball, you just don't get. It's introducing the world to something that is completely new, something different. Ultimately, there's a vibe and an energy around this that is contagious. It's a brand that I'm happy to represent, proud to represent, and again, just super cool to see it come here.
With the Savannah Bananas using Chuck Chansey Park, that meant the Fresno Grizzlies were elsewhere. They're in San Bernardino this week. On Thursday, they beat Inland Empire 12-3. Skylar Messenger had 7 RBI. Meanwhile, the Rawhide beats Modesto 3-1. In the Bigs, the Angels and Tigers played 2 on Thursday. Taylor Ward had 2 home runs, and they both came in the first game of the doubleheader. 3rd time in his career, the ex-Bulldog has hit 2 home runs in a Major League game. Angels won both games.
I think really just, getting back to where I was last year and being confident with that, finding the flow of that and, yeah, like I said, just being comfortable with it. So hopefully that continues.
Henry Ellard, no longer a semifinalist for the Pro Football Hall of Fame's class of 2024. The list of senior semifinalists was trimmed on Thursday, and the Fresno native did not make the cut. That's your look at sports.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back. I'm here to remind you that if you've been injured in an accident that was not your fault, we have legal professionals standing by to tell you how much your case is potentially worth. Spokesman Tom Mustin is with us in the Help Center. So, Tom, tell the viewers at home why they should call in.
Well, Gina, they should call because we have live agents available for you right now. If someone's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now and find out how much your case is potentially worth.
It's the best time to buy at More Furniture. We've rolled back prices on all our in-stock furniture for great sale pricing store-wide. Our vendors have reduced prices, and we're passing those savings along to you. And this Friday, get free white glove delivery on furniture for every room in your home. Visit your local showroom this Friday with special hours from 10 to 8 and pre-shop rollbacks online at morefurniture.com.
I truly don't understand how you can prefer cats over dogs.
Because cats are adorable.
Debatable.
Did you get that GIF I sent you? Oh, the GIF? Yeah, I definitely sent you a GIF. I definitely received your GIF.
What is the point of decaf coffee?
It's the coffee you drink when you don't want to have the jitters.
Then just don't drink coffee.
It's pronounced GIF. It's GIF.
I like window seats.
But if the window breaks, you get sucked out.
Hybrid, plug-in hybrid, EV. To each their own, electric. Get offers on select vehicles at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event.
Join the CHP family as a commercial vehicle inspection specialist and help protect our community's roadways today and in the future. Ready to apply? Scan the code or visit jointhechp1000.com.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. If you or someone you know were injured in an accident that was not your fault, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to tell you how much your case is potentially worth. So, Tom, tell the viewers watching at home who should call in right now.
Well, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault should give us a call right now. We have live agents available to answer any questions you have. They'll tell you if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth.
Thanks, Tom. You heard it, folks. Call now.
Now YourCentralValley.com, pros who know.
Increase the efficiency of your home's closets. We specialize in both walk-in and reach-in designs that fit your style and budget. Call now for a free design consultation.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know.
This is KC24 News at 11.
With Hollywood on hiatus and no end in sight on the ongoing strike, the picket line moved from the studios to the steps of the state capitol.
Something in the middle, you know what? You go.
About 100 people rallying in support of SAG-AFTRA, which represents more than 150,000 TV and movie actors. For the last several weeks, they've stepped off the job to demand major studios and streaming companies to provide better wages across the board, joining more than 11,000 screenwriters from the Writers Guild of America on the picket line. And so now both unions want to see increased residuals and protections amid the rise of artificial intelligence.
We're not asking for an arm and a leg here. We're asking for a living wage. We're asking for health insurance. We're asking for the ability to send our kids to college.
People think that actors are all rich people and stars, and the majority of us are not. We go from job to job, and we need to be compensated fairly for that.
And Governor Newsom responding to the strike today. His office says he's concerned about what a prolonged strike could mean for the economy here in the state and that he wants a resolution soon. He's also thrown his support in favor of the actors and writers. Former President Donald Trump now facing new charges in the Mar-a-Lago documents case. Trump was hit with 2 additional charges today, a count of willful retention of national defense information and obstruction. The indictment also adds another defendant, Carlos de Oliveira, a maintenance worker at Mar-a-Lago. He's facing multiple charges, including making false statements. The new charges come as the Trump legal team meets with the special counsel's office regarding another investigation into efforts to overturn the election and the transfer of power. Well, new concerns tonight raised over the capability of Senator Dianne Feinstein. She appeared confused during a vote on a defense appropriations bill, prompting a fellow Democratic senator and 2 aides to step in.
Senator Feinstein.
Say aye. Submitted? Yeah, just say aye. Okay, just aye.
As you just heard there, all Senator Feinstein was asked to do was say aye during the vote. Instead of the 90-year-old senator paused and she wanted to read a statement while at least 2 staffers tried to stop her. The senator making her return to the Capitol just a few weeks ago after a lengthy bout of shingles. Feinstein says she will not step down and she wants to finish out her term. Still to come here at 11, the circus coming to town, and you have until Monday to see it. How your child can get a free ticket for Circa Italia.
Why wait until November when Black Friday deals are going on now at Ashley? Take advantage of low monthly payments with 0% interest through July 2028, in-store only. Plus, shop doorbusters starting at just $2.99. Shop and save today, only at Ashley.
Take your game to the rugged terrain. It's the $600,000 off-road adventure giveaway at Chuck Chansey Gold. We're giving away 9 ATVs, 9 UTVs, over $237,000 in cash. And on Monday, September 4th, one lucky player will drive off in a new Chevy Silverado. Swipe daily for prizes, and on Saturdays, $1,000 kiosk cash. The $600,000 off-road adventure giveaway, only at Chuck Chansey Gold Resort and Casino. 24-karat fun.
the GMC Sierra with hands-free driving. Yeah, it rocks. Or get 0.9% APR plus 2,000 trade assistance and no monthly payments for 90 days on Sierra 5.3-liter V8 light-duty models.
Life moves fast for your family, and sometimes things feel frantic. But we know your children always come first. At Family Healthcare Network, we're always here for your kids. From important appointments and routine checkups to sports physicals and specialized eye care. Whether life is keeping you busy or at home together, we're here to make sure your kids stay healthy and happy. Family Healthcare Network, always here for your kids.
Your life is important. Your family and your community count on you every day. But when you are hurt on the job, all of that can be taken from you. That's why you need Barry Smith and Bartell. Our attorneys understand how devastating a workplace injury can be and are dedicated to helping you secure the benefits you deserve. Call today and let us get you back to what's most important, your life. Barry Smith and Bartell, bringing justice to injured workers.
Friday nights when the sun goes down, the fun is just getting started at Island Water Park. Join us for After Dark 6 to 10 for 24 with 24 Friday nights. Admission is just $24, half off the regular price when you scan this code. Scan now for an evening of fun, food, night slides, awesome activities, DJ music, and much more. The only way to get this exclusive TV price is to scan this code. 24 with 24 Friday nights 6 to 10 at Island Water Park, sponsored by Ksee 24.
Shop best-selling mattresses at Black Friday prices now at Ashley. With 0% interest through July 2028, in-store only. Save $1,000 on select Sealy mattresses. And stop back in for our Super Sleep Weekend for even better sleep and savings. Only at Ashley.
Well, finally tonight, it's time to paint the town red and white. It's because the circus is in town. Circa Italia has come to wow the valley with their water circus show. The show started tonight, runs through Monday, July 31st at the Fresno Fairgrounds. Showtimes vary, but tickets are still very much available. And if you like your kiddos to see all of this, there is a promo code, and here it is, free. That's the promo code, free, to get a free kids ticket with a purchase of an adult ticket. So use that code free to get your kids in for free. Get it? Got it? Good. Good. There you go. I've never seen that Circa. It's like a Cirque du Soleil, but you know,
it seems
fun.
like it. Looks fun.
Yeah, and you know what? Everybody likes a little water because it's hot.
It's hot outside,
Yeah.
so our temperatures are still going to be in lower triple digits, and it's slightly cooler than today, but still triple digits, so hang in there because the real cool down doesn't arrive until next week, lower 90s at that time.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
We raised over $96,000 for the Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Central Valley. You've given comfort to a child who is hospitalized. You've given support to a parent. You've given hope to a family. Thank you for joining us in keeping families close when they need it most.
Here's an important message from Innovative Medicine.